From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, June the 12th, 2018. Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, said today that the stabbing attack in Afula yesterday that left a teenager seriously injured was indeed a terror attack. 18-year-old Israeli high school student Shuva Malka was stabbed on the street in the city. Her Palestinian attacker fled but was apprehended shortly afterwards by Israel police with the help of a local taxi driver. Malka is in intensive care after undergoing surgery. She is said to still be in serious but stable condition. Britain's royal family announced details yesterday of Prince William's upcoming trip to the Middle East. The prince will begin his trip in Jordan on June the 24th, then Israel on the 25th, the first ever visit by a member of the royal family to the country. While in Israel, the prince will visit Yad Vashem, Israel's memorial to the Holocaust, accompanied by the British Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mervis. He will also meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel's President Reuven Rivlin in Jerusalem. Prince William will then travel to Jaffa to meet with young people involved in coexistence organizations and to Tel Aviv. He will also travel to Ramallah to meet with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. The palace said of the historic visit, the non-political nature of His Royal Highness's role, in common with all royal visits overseas, allows a spotlight to be brought to bear on the people of the region, their cultures, their young people, their aspirations, and their experiences. A number of homes in an illegal outpost in the West Bank were cleared today for demolition, though not without confrontation and some violence. An Israeli court ordered the clearing of 15 homes in the Jewish outpost of Netiv Ha'avot for being built illegally on private Palestinian land. And the homes were peacefully evacuated earlier today by Israel police, but later today, Israeli officers were met with violent protest from several hundred Israeli teenagers from neighboring communities in the area who were trying to obstruct the demolitions, throwing rocks, bottles, and paint at the officers. At least 4 police officers were injured during the clashes. A number of teens were removed from the scene, and several were briefly detained. The IDF last week held its first international digital and cyber conference. About 70 representatives from countries around the world attended the conference. IDF Brigadier General Yariv, the Cyber Defense Directorate Chief of Staff, told the event, "When I look at you all here today, military and government officials from so many countries, I see how technology connects people." He said we need to work together in order to protect ourselves better and to operate in synchronization. The Anne Frank Center for Mutual Respect in New York City has named Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School teacher Ivy Seamus as Teacher of the Year. Seamus was teaching her History of the Holocaust course when a gunman burst into her classroom back in February, killing 2 students and injuring 4. A total of 17 students and teachers were killed in the shooting attack. Seamus will be recognized for her years of teaching about the Holocaust and for her work with students since the deadly attack at the center's 22nd annual gala and awards program tonight, which the center said honors worthy role models who uphold Anne Frank's ideals of hope, justice, and equality. And today, June the 12th, would have been Anne Frank's 89th birthday. And in recognition, the Anne Frank House Museum in Amsterdam launched a virtual reality tour of the small attic where Anne and her family hid from the Nazis during the Holocaust. The 25-minute tour allows people who are unable to visit the museum to see the annex and learn about the Franks, who hid in the cramped space with 4 other Jews from July of 1942 until they were discovered in August of 1944 and deported to concentration camps. Anne died in Bergen-Belsen at the age of 15. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, June the 12th, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader, and I will leave you with this quote from Anne Frank on her birthday today as we remember this remarkable young girl, her optimism, wisdom, and incredible spirit. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world.